The sanctity of the courtroom is supposed to be reserved for justice, but on Monday, January 19, 2026, it became the stage for a brutal domestic demolition. Prince Harry, appearing in his ongoing crusade against the British press, took the stand and did the unthinkable. He laid the wreckage of his failed 7-year romance squarely at the feet of his ex-girlfriend, Chelsy Davy. But while Harry expected to play the victim, he was met with a thunderous counter-strike from a man who has had enough. Sam Cutmore-Scott, Chelsy's husband, has reportedly destroyed the Duke's narrative, issuing a blistering warning to the prince to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. As Harry dredges up intimate details of a love long dead, the fallout has triggered a civil war at home, leaving a seething Meghan Markle to witness her husband's public obsession with the one who got away. The betrayal of the free spirit. For years, the narrative of Harry and Chelsy was one of tragic, star-crossed lovers torn apart by the paparazzi. However, Harry's testimony this week took a dark, insolent turn. Rather than taking accountability for the pressures of his own royal ego, Harry pointed the finger at Chelsy's inability to handle the madness, essentially blaming her for the demise of their relationship. To Sam Cutmore-Scott, an Eton-educated hotelier who has built a private, dignified life with Chelsy in Mauritius, this wasn't just testimony, it was a character assassination of a woman who has spent over a decade trying to escape Harry's shadow. Sam's reported reaction was swift and surgical. Insiders suggest he viewed Harry's court performance as a desperate attempt to rewrite history to suit his victim brand. By dragging up private, sleeping arrangements, and intimate keys from 2010, Harry didn't just breach Chelsy's privacy, he attempted to reclaim ownership over her past. Sam Cutmore-Scott's refusal to let this stand has effectively destroyed Harry's standing among their former social circle, exposing the Duke as a man who values a headline over the dignity of the women he once claimed to love. Meghan Markle, the architect of her own agony. While Harry battles his ghosts in court, the real drama is unfolding behind the closed doors of Montecito. Meghan Markle is reportedly in a state of furious humiliation. For a woman who demands to be the center of Harry's universe, hearing her husband wax poetic about his heartbreak over Chelsy Davy on a global stage is an intolerable insult. The controversy lies in Meghan's own role in this debacle. She has encouraged Harry's litigious nature, yet she now finds herself the secondary character in his public daydreaming about a former flame. Meghan has always been the controversial figure who insisted on her truth, but she never accounted for Harry's old truths coming back to haunt her. Critics point out the glaring hypocrisy. Meghan rails against press intrusion into her life, yet she stands by as Harry broadcasts the intimate details of Chelsy Davy's private life to the entire world. This isn't just a legal strategy, it's a psychological obsession that has left Meghan seething. She is watching her brand, built on the idea of their perfect, healed love, crumble as Harry proves he is still mentally trapped in the mid-2000s. The one that got away versus the one who stayed. The High Court testimony has validated every critique that Meghan Markle is a polarizing force who has led Harry down a path of self-destruction. By supporting Harry's quest for vengeance against the media, she has inadvertently opened a Pandora's box of nostalgia that paints her as the second choice. The contrast is stark. Chelsy Davy, rebuffed the royal spotlight, chose a private life, and is protected by a husband who refuses to let her be a punchline. Meghan Markle embraced the spotlight, monetized the royal rift, and is now seething as her husband publicly mourns a life he could have had with someone else. Sam Cutmore-Scott's defense of Chelsy serves as a stinging rebuke to Harry's entire lifestyle. It proves that true protection doesn't come from lawsuits or Netflix specials, it comes from silence and respect. Harry's insolent, blame-shifting in court hasn't just angered a husband, it has exposed the hollow nature of his current marriage. A brand in freefall. This is the ultimate Sussex paradox. In trying to prove the press ruined his life, Harry is currently ruining his own present. The partners at war. Headline isn't just about the courtroom, it's about the growing chasm between a prince who can't let go and a duchess who can't handle the competition. Meghan's fury is the inevitable result of a controversy she helped create. She pushed Harry to fight back, but she didn't realize that in his war against the world, she might become collateral damage. As Sam Cutmore-Scott shuts down the Duke's attempts to use Chelsy as a legal pawn, the world is left with a clear picture. Harry is a man lost in the past, and Meghan is a woman terrified of the future. The lonely walk into court that we saw on Monday wasn't just about a lack of fans, it was the walk of a man who has successfully alienated everyone, from his family to his exes, and now, potentially, his own wife.